Hello, everybody. How's it going? Happy Friday. How are you doing tonight? It is Friday, January 21st, and it is time for another watch along blind rifferino with yours truly, Lee. This is a show that I've been doing. It's kind of a hobby, I would call it. It's not a show per se because it doesn't have a name yet, but maybe we could come up with one. So I just like to riff films. That's sort of improv comedy that was invented. I don't know who invented it, but it was popularized by Mystery Science Theater and then riff tracks and so on. And as I've said before, usually those shows they use scripts. I don't use a script, partially because I don't like doing homework, and partially because I really enjoy the seat of the pants craziness that is trying to blind riff a movie and make it funny the first time I've ever seen it. And I'm getting all these movies so far off of publicdomainmovie.net. So that's the hand that feeds us. It's also the hand that only hands us weird movies like tonight's, which is The Wasp Woman. Let's see what we got here. The Wasp Woman, 1959. Susan Cabot stars as Janice Starlin, the owner of a large cosmetics company. Worried about her failing looks, Janice allows herself to be injected with an experimental serum that may turn back her biological clock. The serum works, spoiler, but has some nasty side effects, also a spoiler. That sounds great. It looks like it's black and white and very difficult to make out anything that's going on. So here we go. Make it out we shall. I can't seem to, well, whatever. Technical details aside, everything's weird. You know, sometimes you have an audio setup that just escapes any sort of rationality that you try to put toward it. Alright, so without any further ado, woo, it gets right into it. This is easily the weirdest film about wasps I've ever seen. First riff of the night. First riff, bad riff. Every time. Whoa, they're getting fancy now. This time they're laying it out from left to right, or from right to left. Jesus. This composer is really took the scripts to heart here. Really took the brief to their soul. It's like Philip Glass is having a really bad night on the toilet. Oh, Fred Katz. Okay. It sounded like it was made by Katz. Produced and directed by Roger Corman. I've heard that name before. Jesus, do we just put the record on the turntable? That's a big wasp if it needs that kind of cat box for it. You're gonna need something more than just that wasp keeping outfit. Oh my god. Television repair man. He is a television repair man. Oh. A tree. Yeah. He's gonna need windshield wipers. Oh, okay. I went to Walden Pond to find a wasp. Little did I know, the wasp would find me. So this guy's trying to break into tree climbing, but he wants to be very serious about safety. Smoke him.
Now, don't get nasty, my little friend. Your puppy is not going to hurt you one bit. Just relax and sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. And in the morning, you'll find yourselves in your new home. Ain't my pets?
This is the FBI's old experiments in getting bees incredibly high. Again with this music. I mean, this composer might be very good if you were sitting in a room dedicated to listening to only the intricacies of these compositions, but they accompany a film about as well as a series of pots and pans falling. He does this every Saturday. He spends the whole afternoon rearranging his bee collection. Sounds like a damn one-man band. The clarinet players are like, is this phrase going anywhere? Okay, so are there two of them? Or is this two different timelines?
Good morning, Doc. What you got there? Howard?
Bees?
I found some new friends.
Bees!
What? You better be careful. They can sting a man to death.
Don't worry, we understand each other. They know who their friend is.
Do they?
They can tell.
Yeah, but they know when you ain't, too.
Huh?
If you knew about wasps what I know, you'd have no fear of them, my boy. No fear.
Oh, oh, oh. I can't tell if that's a fancy car or not. This is where they make the IKEA end tables.
Hey, you! Give us a hand here. Hello there, Mr. Barker. Yeah, surprised to see you out here in the field, sir. Now, how are things running at the front office?
Smooth as honey, Renfro. I see here you turned in over 1,000 pounds of orange blossom honey and 400 beeswax last month, Renfro. Congratulations. You've made the top of the list again.
He's the executive beekeeper.
Hello, honey needs your kind of man, Renfro. You stay with it, and I can see a bright future for you with the company.
Well, I do try
A
to
big future in honey.
I try to take my inspiration from the bees. Always busy,
Sure.
busy, busy. Yes. What about this fellow, Dr. Zinthram?
Yeah, what about him?
Zinthram?
Boy, there's a nut. Him and his bees. You know, it wouldn't surprise me someday to see him flapping his arms, taking off after some queen bee with the rest of the drones.
Wait a
Well,
minute.
he's
So
done some good
he's...
research on royal
These
death.
guys are so deep
Isn't that
into
a progress
bee
report from
nerditury
him
that
in a
they're
month?
making fun of an even nerdier bee
He
nerd.
has a little workshop up there back of the orange grove. Keeps a few colonies.
Keeps to himself
Suppose
mostly.
I better go up there and take a look. Hey, you! Where's this fellow Zinthram?
Oh, he's up where the extractor is, up there.
What's the big idea?
This This isn't a honeybee. These are wasps.
What? Who's responsible for this?
Most likely Dr. Zinthrop, sir. I told you it was a crackpot.
Zinthrop, huh?
Most likely Dr. Zinthrop, sir. I told you it was a crackpot.
Hey, are you trying to get me with that? What are you trying to say? Hey, are you trying to get me with that? What are you trying to... Yes. An empty bee canvas.
Zinthrop! Zinthrop!
Can't tell if he's inside or not.
Now look here, Zinthrop, what's all this nonsense about wasps?
I'm so glad you dropped it, Mr. Barker. Mr. Barker, I'm on the verge of a great discovery.
Discovery? What do you mean?
Well, sir, I almost perfected a new method of extracting royal jelly from the queen wasp.
According to my figures, you're better at extracting funds from the company.
Oh!
Now look here, Zinthrop, over $1,000 last month for miscellaneous.
Yes, I know. But, Mr. Barker, let me just show you something. Just let me show you something. Already I've learned to slow the process of aging.
What?
Soon, I shall be able to reverse it entirely.
Okay,
What are you
but
getting
we
at,
want to
Zinthrop?
make honey, not anti-aging.
What do you see?
A
See a
tall
big
dog
dog
and a
and a little
short
dog.
dog? Are they the
Let's
same
say
dog?
an old dog and a young dog.
Okay.
All right, so what?
But they're exactly the same age. You see, the little one, Greta, has been given regular injections of my compound from the queen wasp.
Just like I told you, Mr. Barker.
Now look here, Zinthrop. I understand
So the
about
young one's a
science
queen
and
dog.
progress and all that, but you were obtained to extract queen bee royal jelly. Now, it's a health food, a cosmetic. It's not a miracle drug or an elixir of youth. That sort of thing is impossible.
Oh, but Mr. Parker,
Zinthrop, I'm sorry, Zinthrop, but
You're
I'm going to have
fired.
to let you go.
On the field.
You just don't seem to be one of the team.
You're not a team player,
You
Zinthrop.
understand?
Trying to solve
Good
the
luck.
wrong problem,
I'm sure you'll
Zinthrop.
fit in somewhere.
You wanted royal jelly, and you gave us
somewhere.
everlasting youth, Zinthrop. It's just not working for us. The young puppies I could have
Don't worry, my friend.
manufactured.
We shall find a home somehow, somewhere. Oh, but you sound big. I know. It's your babies, huh? They're hungry and they must be fed. Now, how would you like a nice, juicy little caterpillar, huh? You'd like that, wouldn't you? There.
Ooh,
Now,
who's
you
in
must
there?
eat them and be strong because, well, we have a lot of work to do together. Yes, sir. A lot of work.
Meanwhile, Janice Starlet.
As you can see, gentlemen,
The buildings are getting
sales for the
shorter.
last fiscal quarter have dropped 14.5%. There has not been a corresponding drop in our competitor sales. I trust one of you gentlemen has a satisfactory explanation for this decline.
Will the representative from Alderaan please stop
But
yelling
one
at us?
little suggestion, gentlemen. We'll start with you, Thompson.
What?
As public relations manager, no doubt you have
He's in
some
trouble.
faint glimmering of what's happening to Stalin products. Well, Thompson,
Well, you see,
I had no idea you were such an excellent public speaker, Thompson.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss
Wow.
Starlin. I guess I'm not feeling very well this morning.
I'm sorry you aren't.
I think I can tell you why Starlin products are falling off so badly, Miss Starlin.
We're listening, Lane. Where would you put the responsibility for this decline?
On you, Miss Starlin.
Ooh!
I imagine you
Oh.
have arguments to support that contention.
We've all been looking at it for the past 20 minutes. The most convincing argument is right on that graph. May I show you?
Part.
Thank you.
You see, the colors are inverted, Miss
Now,
Starling.
right here in April is when Starlin sales started falling off.
Very clever of you, Lane.
Would you mind waiting until I finish, Miss Starlin?
That's enough,
Or
Lane.
was that when her
Relax.
menopause kicked in?
My apologies for the interruption. Go on.
Thank you. Now, as I said, sales began to fall in April. But the reason for the fall was back here in February.
Eve ate an
Starlin
apple.
products have always been thought of as something of a modern miracle in the cosmetics trade. A firm built to a multi-million-dollar-a-year business on the strength and appeal of one person, Janice Starlin. From the beginning right through until February of this year, only one woman's face was used to advertise those products.
She self-impugned.
Your face, Miss Starlin. The public have come to accept you as a symbol. Well, now, after 16 years, they see a different face. They don't trust it. They feel cheated. The simple fact is that Starlin Cosmetics should have Janice Starlin's picture advertising them. Well, that's about all I've got to say.
A darn good job of saying it, too. I agree. Lane makes a lot of sense on that score, Miss Starlin.
I think I've had
Still
enough
don't understand how you blamed
flattery
me.
for one morning, gentlemen. It was a very convincing argument, Lane.
There's a Mr. Simcoe to see Miss
There's
Starlin.
only one small factor you've overlooked. Not even Janice Starlin can remain a glamour girl forever. Miss
Ah.
Starlin. Yes, Mary.
If only someone
There's
in
a
her
Mr.
own
Vincent at the
industry,
reception
in
who
her
said he
own
has an appointment.
company,
Thank you.
could invent some way of making young dogs.
Huh? It's been a very informative get-together.
Perma-puppies,
all
we'll
for
call
now.
them. Oh, please, take your documents with you. I didn't print those out for nothing. Oh, come on.
Oh, Arthur,
Yes, Miss Starlin.
I'd like to see you in my office, please.
Sure, Miss Starlin. Take it easy, Hotshot.
Keep filing.
Something on your mind, Miss Starlin?
You've done some work on royal jelly, haven't you?
A little.
Are there any real therapeutic values in it?
Well, I'd say so. Of course, a lot depends on each individual's reaction to the stuff.
Hopefully
What
you
do you
won't
think?
have one.
It's just that no two people reacted precisely the same way. One man's
Some
meat,
get
another
older,
man's
some
poison.
get younger, some turn into puppies, and
That you
Well-
think royal jelly can be beneficial in some cases.
could maybe
Queen bees said a
potentially
lot of
not
stuff
be
about
unbeneficial. Yes, just as our packaging says.
I'll accept that as an affirmative answer.
That's
Supposing
Roger.
a more powerful form of royal jelly could be obtained from the
Divine
queen wasp,
jelly,
for example.
some sort of mega royal jelly.
Well, do you suppose that might have some rejuvenating effect on a human being?
I'd stay away from wasps if I were you, Miss Starlin. Socially, the queen wasp is on level with the black widow spider. They're both carnivorous. They
Social.
paralyze their victims and then take their time devouring them alive.
Just like you,
And they kill
Mrs.
their
Darling.
mates in the same way, too. Strictly a one-sided romance.
Oy.
Well, I'm not exactly interested in the love life of the queen wasp. I
That would
want
have
your
been a good
opinion
name for this film.
on the possibilities of using enzyme extracts from royal wasp jelly commercially.
Well, if you want an honest opinion, Miss Starlin,
Of course,
Ask
I want an
someone
honest
else.
opinion.
then my advice is forget about it.
Thank you.
But what
Arthur.
about ley lines?
Anytime, Miss Starlin.
He sheaths his pipe. Slab.
Have Mr. Zinthrop come in.
Yes, Miss Starlin.
Excuse me, did you
You
say
can go in out there.
Oh.
hazardous syrup?
Janice Starlin Enterprises.
That guy's either a priest or some sort of magician.
Yes. How do you do?
And I'm thinking
I'm
magician.
afraid I won't be able to give you much time, Mr. Zinthrop.
But it is I who give you the time, Miss Starlin. Oh, yes. Plenty of time I give you. 10, maybe 15 years I give you.
Right.
I want want you to understand one thing very clearly, Mr. Zinthrop. I expect absolute proof of what you claimed in your letter. Tangible proof, not words.
Such proof you shall get, madame, and more. But I
Yes.
think I better show you in the laboratory, yes?
Why?
That better be a very young cat, sir. Skirt-a-doo.
Look,
Ah.
They look terrible. Why don't you put them out of their misery?
madame, you ask for proof. Please be kind enough to look at proof you ask for. May I proceed? Thank you.
From the genus Pegus. That look! Incredible. Ow! Oi. Oh.
Come,
No. Bing bong.
In a few minutes, madame, you shall see a miracle you shall not believe.
This
Oh,
taxidermied guinea pig is gonna
You
come
may
back
look
to
if you
life,
like.
and
I
he's
have
not
no
gonna
fish.
like it.
Well, don't look at me. I'm not changing.
Look at something else. Look at anything else. Look at the other thing in the room. They're playing clarinet, yes, but it turned into a rat.
I don't believe it. It's not possible.
I see you do not believe one animal.
Rodentum
so
transformum.
I believe two. I show you again, yes?
Yes, I must be sure.
Yes, madame.
Inject it again, maybe it'll turn into a field mouse.
Well, Miss Darling, does my secret have interest for you, yes?
What are your terms, Mr. Zinthrop?
First, I must have a laboratory equipped with everything I need for my research. If we're successful, well, I ask for a little percentage. But I must get full credit for my discovery. That is most important to me.
Wait,
I
he's
have
gonna
full
ask
control
her
of the
for a
contract.
percentage,
Oh,
even though
contract,
he did the
I
work
need to
for
give
their
you a
company
word.
and they already. Does
Good
he
enough
know
for me.
that?
You amaze me. Frankly, when I received your letter, I thought you were just another eccentric. But there's always a chance you might not be. Then you walk in here and show me nothing short of a miracle. 2 miracles. And you
wouldn't
say
call
that
him
you'll
not an
accept my word
eccentric.
that I won't cheat you.
You won't. I know you're a good woman, even if you do not like other people to know it. However, my formula may not be good for human beings. I have not tested yet.
That's an important step,
You
sir.
will on me.
Oh,
We
no,
can't
no,
sell
no,
it
no.
at the
There might
grocery
be
store
danger.
Those are my terms, Mr. Zinthrop.
unless they approve
Janet
it as
Darling will be your next
a
guinea.
breakfast cereal item.
Very well. Though it may take a little time to prepare sufficient extract, a week, maybe more.
I'll make whatever arrangements you may need for your
Oh,
equipment.
a week.
Thank you, madame. Now I see how you're built. All this.
We can only lower the
I'm
ceiling
very
and
close
raise
to
that
losing it,
lamp.
Mr. Zinthrop. Maybe working together we can save Janice Darling Enterprises. Maybe
And
even make it
defeat
bigger than
death,
ever
but
before.
mostly just save Janice Stalin
Oh, yes.
Enterprises.
I'm sure the next 3 months we'll see a rise in Starlin sales that will surpass anything we've dared imagine.
I'm in here too.
Mr. Zinthrop is working on the final stages of a development that will revolutionize the cosmetic industry. He's to have a free hand in his experiments and will be answerable to no one but myself. At the moment, I cannot
He'll have
divulge the
complete free
nature
from
of Mr.
ethics.
Zinthrop's
You hear me?
experiments, But I can assure you, it will bring worldwide recognition to Janice Darling Enterprises.
Pile these bees, Johnson. Who's playing the... What am I doing here? That's right. Seeing two guinea pigs.
I don't know. This
Is that a
must
guinea
be the
pig?
granddaddy of all confidence men to taking a gal like Starlin. Why doesn't somebody wise her up?
Would you stop typing everything I
Like
say?
you, for instance? Bill, what makes you think Winthrop really isn't on the level? After all, we don't even know what he's working on. It could be very legitimate.
You're as bad as she is. Oh, women.
They're all as bad as each other is.
Men. Every time you're stuck for an answer, you always come up with women. You're not getting out of this one so easily. I'd like to know why you think Winthrop really hasn't got something.
Well, you can call it male intuition if you like. It's just that there's something about this whole business that doesn't smell right. The private laboratory, the secret experiments, Winthrop himself. The only thing that's missing is a genie with a lamp.
You better leave the intuition to me. Come on, I'll let you buy my dinner.
Buy your dinner. What's happened to your sporting blood? I thought we were going to toss for the check.
Oh, no. You won the last 3 times.
All right, look, I'll make a deal with you. Dinner is on me if you promise to keep an eye on what goes on in there.
During
What do you want
dinner?
me to do? Read her mail and send you messages and keep her codes?
You could do worse.
Oh, no, Mr. Cooper, not you, too.
I've been trying to tell Bright Eyes here that I think Winthrop is a phony and a confidence man. If I were sure of that, I wouldn't be worried. I think he's a lot more dangerous. A quack.
Pretty skeptical pipe club around here.
A confidence man would just be interested in your money. The only damage they can do is to your pocketbook. A quack can be fatal.
If you're a sick duck.
So I went back to him. I said, listen, Irving, I'm getting sick of this TV every night. I mean, you know, we can do the same thing in a nightclub. Well, almost. Good morning. Jenny Starlin.
Vampy Secretary's office.
I got 2 words for you. Drop dead. Twice. Irving calls me to tell me Dr. Cyclops is on Channel 9 tonight. Christ, I've seen it twice already.
Good morning. Is Miss Darlin in her office now?
Miss Starlin's in conference. Would you like to speak to her secretary?
Oh, no,
He
no,
really
no.
doesn't
Just
fit in
say
the
to Miss
cool
Darlin
floor,
I should
does
like to see her when she has time, huh?
Yes. Was there something else, Mr. Zinton?
Oh, no. Goodbye.
And turn down that damned racket.
Goodbye.
Ugh. Ew. That's only gonna get worse.
What a character. A regular 2-eyed Dr. Cyclops. Even a bow. Good morning. May I see Miss Zodling, please? He's a real weirdie.
She's got her own
I wonder what
espresso
his
machine.
game is. Who cares? You know, Morton thinks he's a crackpot. I heard him telling Cooper so. Old Buckeyes really has the execs worried. But what? That's just it. They don't know. Oh. So anyway, back to Irving.
That office is 99% gossip. The bees are tuning little violins.
Good morning, Miss Darling. Good morning.
Good morning. I couldn't get away any sooner. Is it important?
Miss Darling, do you remember the big cat I showed you last week? No?
What about it?
Well,
It's little now.
I want you to look at him. Come.
It's a rabbit.
No.
Quite a difference, yes?
That's incredible.
Listen, Doc, you can't just keep infantifying animals.
You're young again. Can you realize what that means? You're a kitten again.
Meow.
Your whole life to live over. does it feel?
Perhaps you'll be able to
We don't
find
know how
out
it
for
feels.
yourself,
We'll have to
Mr.
find that
Allen.
out later. Once it goes into production.
Today will be your
Miller
first
time.
injection.
Dun, dun. Boom, boom, boom. Prepare for gladiatorial combat. Now, turn on the phone light. Again, could the composer do less? Thank you.
Mr. Gleason of accounting on line 3.
Cale Gibbard said she turns into a baby and nobody
I've
believes him.
sent you a memo. Mr. Zinthrop has carte blanche to order anything he requires.
Okay.
No concern of yours, Gleason.
Make out a check of the
Any lunch at all. He can have a 12-inch sub.
Sue?
Filing cabinet's
Mary.
office.
Can I talk to Mr. Lanimer?
I don't know, can you?
Bill? Hey, listen. Gleason just got a bill for $2,300. Zinthrop. Enzyme extracts.
Can you believe it? My crow's feet. Dear God, the bees have taken over the syringe.
Yes, we are making progress. There's great improvement in the tissue.
Why is it taking so long? It's the third week.
You forget, my dear, there's more to you than a little kitten, no? Besides, there's a difference in metabolism.
Why not increase the
Metabolism?
dosage? Wouldn't that step up the process?
Nobody knows,
My
actually.
dear
It's
patient.
completely a seat of
You
pants.
must tread lightly, with care, your arm, please.
Yeah, with care. We want to be safe about this whole thing. 5 cc's of jazz clarinet.
There. You know, I've been experimenting with a concentrated solution of the enzymes. Oh, a great deal more powerful than the solution I've been using in your injection.
Oh?
Yes. And I think it'll be better for lotions. As an emollient lotion, it'll make estrogenic creams and all such products old-fashioned.
Sure. All right.
My dear,
He's thinking about
Stalin
SKUs
will
already.
be world famous, bringing you to millions.
You're right, Zinthrop. There are going to be a few red faces in my advertising department.
But I am right. Why, your own mirror will tell you that I am right. Why, you look at least 5 years younger than you looked 3 weeks ago.
That's
I
good
know.
savings. I feel 4 years younger than I look 5 years ago. Pick a key. She's gonna rewrite that paper.
Will you let me talk to
Crazy
Bill
to think
about
how back then they had phones and they had typewriters, but no one had thought to connect them.
Bill, I think I've got it. Yeah, I'm a nervous wreck.
Hey.
Lunch.
You'll have to translate for me, Coop. I'm not very good at that technical stuff.
Pseudo-technical.
Couldn't even get
Mr.
that
very
right.
Capable confidence man, from what I read in this letter.
Now turn up the
He
Coleman.
claims he can stimulate the processes of rejuvenation through the use of enzymes extracted from wasps.
Up the butt,
Oh,
you
for-
say.
Well, What are you two Sherlocks going to do about it?
Right now, I don't know.
Frankly, I'm getting tired of the whole business. That woman's so
coffee,
intent on
roast
holding back time, she's ready to fall for the first phony line she hears. Wasps.
Phil.
Face
How
the
dare-
facts, Mary.
don't use the
Janet
W
Starlin
word
built
here.
her whole life on youth and beauty. Now that she's losing them, she's scared to death. Right now, she's on
Are
cloud
they at a
nine with that
camping-themed
quack Zenthrop
restaurant?
that I'd hate to be around when she comes back down to earth.
Well, maybe we can let her down easy.
To
I
Earth?
think we owe her that much.
Yeah.
To use a sort of space parachute.
Well, what are we going to do? We can't just let Zenthrop build up her hopes and then knock the props out from under her.
How can he do such a terrible thing? Poor Jan. It must be
No good answer for that question.
Oh!
Good.
23,
20.
maybe 22.
20. Sure.
That's how old I was when I started
But your
Gemstone
hair is
Enterprises.
55.
Do you realize what that means? I'm back where I started, 18 years ago, with what it took 18 years to accomplish. It's like a dream.
I'm gonna change the company name to Forever 21. Created fake magic. Whoa! Oh! Overly snuggly!
Years ago, a bunch of quacks were treating people with monkey gland.
Well, now he's got cat jelly,
Seemed to
too.
work for a while. Then the deterioration set in.
That's awful. Do you think that will happen to Jan?
I don't know.
She's not a
I
cat.
could just get inside of his lab and run a breakdown on what he's using.
Nice little cutaway explanation of what we're watching. In a world of doors. Tall hallways, or as we like to call them, tallways. Yep, just classic two people not interacting scene. Oh, and there's an axe. This office really went with the off-brand music, didn't they? Bees. The cat learned how to write. Is that the cat's passport?
Mr. Zinthrop!
Dr. Zinthrop! Jimmy, 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 Jimmy.
Mr. Zinthrop? Mr. Zinthrop?
I feel my nubility waning. Door, check. Pipe, check. No! Don't! Not the curb! You fool! Oh.
find him, Mr. Hellman. I don't care what it costs.
We'll find him, all right.
Mr. Hellman is in the
Sooner or later, we find them all.
Time is vital, Mr. Hellman. Every hour he's gone, it means more than you can possibly imagine.
Well, you haven't given me very much to go on. No home address, no former employer, no phone. This is just like starting from scratch.
Mr. Zinthrop wasn't a conventional employee. He didn't go through regular personnel.
Uh-huh. You say he came here about a month ago. Well, how did he come here, Miss Starlin? He just didn't walk in off the street, did he?
Well,
the letter. Right here
he
in my
came in
drawer.
through the mail.
Maybe one of the other drawers.
Thanks.
So that's what she meant.
That's what she said.
Miss Starlin. The letter's been taken, and you think you know who took it. Is that right?
My secretary, Miss Dennison.
You got her address handy?
Her phone number.
It might be better if I busted in on her cold. This way she'll have a chance to prepare a story.
I know what I'm doing.
All right.
Mary? Janice.
He just always like busting in
Before
on
I
people
went to
cold.
lunch, I made a duplicate copy of Mr. Zinthrup's letter. I was going to take that one to Bill and Mr. Cooper at first, but then I thought that the original would be better.
Have you got the copy?
Yes, it's in my desk.
Get that copy, Miss Dennison. 946 West 73rd Street, Manhattan. Yeah, that's right. Get right on it, Jerry, and check back with me as soon as you can.
He's not in this film. Just a full U-turn. Petition's not going well. Dogfight in that car. I'm selling magazine subscriptions to get myself off this. It takes him half an hour just to find anyone. You gotta drive into that office building.
Yeah. Oh. You're sure he's our boy? Uh-huh.
Is he?
Central emergency. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, it looks like we've got him. There's a John Doe down at Central Emergency, auto accident. There's no identification on him, but he was wearing a lap smock and Phil Zinthrop's description.
Mary, get my coat.
Oh, and one more thing. He's a baby.
You badly hurt?
Head injury, general contusions of the body.
Contusions, contusions, you know, a couple of lesions.
He's had a severe injury and there's definite brain damage.
He's
Just how
definitely
much we
Scrooging.
can't tell it yet.
How long before you'll know?
It's hard to say, Miss Starlin.
Who's the best man for this kind of injury?
Well, there are several top specialists.
Could ask my brother.
I'll take full responsibility for the expenses.
Yes, Miss Starling.
I'm not even sure that's legal, man.
I don't know, Arthur.
Sometimes
I
it
think
seems
it
like
best
your
we
pipe
wait.
is just an
It's been 2
affectation.
days since the accident, Janet.
Good thing
And
it
no
finished.
sign of improvement. He's still in a coma. You heard what the doctor
How
said.
dare he?
He may never regain consciousness. And even if he does, who knows how badly his brain has been damaged.
Just selfish. Fuck it.
Well, I'll give it another 48 hours.
There goes the plot.
He doesn't regain consciousness by then.
And if I'm not a
You
baby,
can take over the laboratory, Arthur.
Janet.
It's my decision.
a lot of pipe work going on. And also, her office is at an extreme angle in comparison to the city. "22, 19, 17, 12. How far are you gonna go, Janet?"
It's incredible.
Because
Right in
it's
front of our noses. We can't have used it all. I could run a qualitative analysis.
Careful. He looks like the kind of guy who doesn't believe in qualitative analysis. Also, did he just jimmy that open with his pipe? Man, they invented instruments for this scene. What? She's gone rabid. Oh. It's old Frumpy Dumpy. God. The office speakers always play embarrassing music when he comes in. It's hooked up to his swipe card. Sticking stuff in his ears, pulling things out of his nose. Now, what was I doing? Whoa. If this is all the same timeline, this film has a lot of explaining to do.
I want this to be the biggest advertising campaign in the history of cosmetic advertising.
No, surely not.
Every newspaper and magazine in the country will be flooded with our new slogan. Return to youth with Janice Darlin.
Excuse me, Miss Starlin.
What is it, Thompson?
I think we should be a little conservative, Miss Starlin. Cosmetics are one thing, medications another. We're liable to run into trouble.
Yes. All advertising copy will be cleared through your office.
Well, it's a touchy business, you know.
Max is right, Miss Starlin.
Don't have to second the motion.
We figure we'll just have everyone in the nation come and get injected one at a time in our little basement lab.
I want one thing understood very clearly now, gentlemen. Janice Darlin Enterprises is going to bring the most fantastically saleable product ever developed by modern cosmetics to the public.
You got that?
To be restricted by timidity on the part of my own staff.
Or the petty laws and ethics of humanity.
Are you all right, Miss Darlin?
No, just a little psychic, that's all.
Just a little headache, Mary. I'm fine.
Can I get you something?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Thank you.
I have some aspirin in my purse.
Receiving some transmissions, that's all.
Well, that'll be
Yes,
all
that's
for now,
all.
Jen. That'll be all for now, Jen.
Just hearing these strange instruments, odd melodies. Oh.
Hi. Hi, sweetie. Gee, I sure hope they give the girls working at Starland first crack at that new stuff. Imagine being 18 again.
I guess if it can take 15 years off Starland, it can take 10 off you.
What do you mean, 10?
Face it, honey. This is Maureen you're talking to.
Yeah?
The BIE
Well, if I were you,
attack.
I'd take a double dose. Then maybe Irving wouldn't watch television so much.
So who says he looks at it?
I can't imagine what else he does.
Forget.
Say, did Cooper come in yet?
Mm-mm. Missed a board meeting this morning. I bet Starland's having a fit.
He should worry. Uh-oh. See you later.
Bye, honey.
What?
Hi, pretty puss.
Oof.
You know where,
Ah, buzz off,
Starland's office is?
Freddie Mercury.
Sweet number one.
Say, these Mario Brothers are a-holes.
Push yourself.
How'd you like to have this phone wrapped around your ear, wise guy?
It's more like it, sister.
Now, where do you want this bed? Does it Murphy
Sweet
or
number
not?
one.
Come on, Luigi.
Miss Starland,
Oh, what is it, Mary?
is there anything I can do?
Not usually.
Is Mr. Sinthrop's room ready?
Uh-huh. The nurse is fixing the emergency equipment now, and the ambulance is due any minute.
Well, be sure to let me know when it arrives. Oh, Mary, please, before you go, could you see if you could work that thing?
Oh, sure. I've seen lots of these.
Oh, simple enough. That'll be all, Mary. Thank you.
Perfect.
We've had a room specially made over for you, Mr. Winthrop. And Miss Warren has a room adjoining yours, so there'll be someone near you at all times.
Thank you. Thank you.
When you're feeling better, Mr. Winthrop, there are a few things I'd like to discuss with you.
Good, good.
We'll do everything we can to make you comfortable, Mr. Winthrop. I'm going to spend the nights here in my office. So if anything develops, I'll be on hand.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's office bound.
Stop. Only there's something. I must tell you something important. But
Damn, they never take him seriously now that they've put him in those clownish pajamas.
I'm sure it can wait. Right now, the main thing is to get you back to health.
You're on the highway to hell.
Take good care of him, Miss Warren.
Yes, Miss Darling.
Sure is funny about old Coop.
She misses one day of work and you're ready to call missing person.
Well, he's a pretty conscientious guy, honey. If he felt sick or something, he'd have called in.
Relax. We'll probably be in bright and chipper in the morning.
Cale Gibbard said, climb up into this nice,
we were
comfortable
just
office
having a little
bed.
coffee clutch, Miss Starlin. We were talking about Mr. Cooper.
What about Mr. Cooper?
Oh, you
about
know,
his missing a
hanging
meeting
with
this
him.
morning. Nobody's been able to reach him all day.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. Mr. Cooper's been here a long time. Probably
Mr.
feels
Cooper's in
time
all
to
of
take a
us.
day for himself now and then.
That's what I've been trying to tell Mr. Lane.
Oh, by the way, Miss Starlin, how is Mr. Zinthrop?
Oh, fine. In a few days, we'll start the layoffs for the campaign.
Oh, I'm ready
Take
when
these
you
big
are, boy.
papers, won't you?
Look those over.
Hey, Bill.
Huh?
Don't go getting any ideas about the boss.
Well, me? Don't be silly. I just wanted to know that I'm an eager member of the team. Still, she is looking a lot younger these days, isn't she?
Oh.
Do you think Zinthrop would give you any of those treatments?
Ooh.
You know, break the watch or something?
He's electric.
You know this too.
Which Roosevelt is this again?
What's that? What?
Here, lie back now.
It's the sound of someone violently becoming younger.
Lie down now.
Oh,
Go to sleep.
such horrible sound. Like,
That's just
like a
the first
nightmare.
of three
Back
spirits.
now.
It's okay.
Lie down.
Tell Mr. Green that personnel is his responsibility. I have other things to think about than worrying whether the night watchman walked off the job.
Well, that's just it, Miss Darlin. Mr. Green feels that the watchman never left the building. His lunch pail and his raincoat are still in the basement.
I don't want to hear anything more about it, Mary.
I simply can't bear to.
We'll use these.
You can fit 2 sheets of
She
paper on
swears
that
she
piece
heard
of paper if you
screams from one of
try.
the other floors. Zinthrop heard it too, but she convinced him he was having a bad dream.
Oh, maybe they both were.
That's not funny anymore, Mary. There's something going on in that building. And I'm going to find out what it is.
How?
Have a look around Cooper's lab, for one thing. After that, I don't know.
Hold it steady.
Phil, this is crazy.
What are we looking
You
at
can
here?
really get in trouble.
Oh, more desk work.
I won't tire him, Miss Warren, but it is important.
All right, Miss Darlin. I'll be in my room.
Zinthrop, you've got to help me. Something's happening. Something's happening to me. I can't control it.
There is something I must remember, but I can't.
Try to think. The Wasp enzyme.
There's something I must
The
remember,
X-ray
but I'd
you were
rather not.
experimenting with before the accident. Try to think.
What is this
Orbit
Zinthrop
92
notebook,
says
man?
they need to send this
No,
guy
some
back
experiments
60
with
years so
Janet.
his pajamas are age
Well, how
appropriate.
did Cooper get hold of it?
I think he turned the light on first.
If only Coop would show up. Mary, look.
A pipe. Well, this whole office is sick with him.
Cooper's pipe.
Don't you get it? He's going to go out without his pants and leave that pipe behind.
Oh, he did that just last
He's still
Friday.
somewhere in the building. I bet a year's salary on it.
If he is,
He's dead.
The pipe
And the
proves
night
it.
watchman.
Kind of a leap there, but
There's
okay.
only enough left for one more injection. One more. You've got to make more of them. Help me, Zinthrop.
Where's my head? Oh, my head.
Zinthrop, help me!
Oh, what?
Help me!
Ah! I think people would still buy this serum.
is he asleep?
I don't know.
Phil, don't touch him.
If anybody knows what's behind all this, it's him.
That guy is having the single worst night's sleep anyone's ever had. Not the couch.
Phil. Look at
It's a couch. must drink these serums 3, if very young you'd be. I know, right?
Well, her coat, purse, and everything else is still in there. She wouldn't go out without her purse.
Bill.
Just a lot of things around here that people wouldn't go out without.
Cat. Must warn
Mr. Zinthrop.
They're doing a lot of lost and found
Nothing to
based
be alarmed about, Mr.
deductions.
Zinthrop. I'm Bill Lane, and this is Miss Dennison, Miss Starlin's secretary.
Miss Starlin. The cat.
What about a cat?
Must warn her.
The brain.
Must not take any more injections.
Is Miss Darlin in danger?
Terrible danger. I must...
Take it easy, Mr. Zinthrop. You're still pretty weak. Mary, see if you can get Jan on the phone.
All right. All right.
There's no answer.
Oh, Miss Darlin?
Is that you, Mary?
Where are you?
We're in the building.
We're in Mr. Zintrop's room.
Something's happened down
Here,
here.
let me talk to her. Hello, Miss Starlin. This is Lane.
Why are you and Mary still in the building?
I must help. I'm
Don't let it get up,
responsible.
Mary.
I must help. I must not
I
hold
can't
me
explain
back.
now, Miss Starlin.
I must go.
Hang on to
I
her.
must help. You must not hold me back.
Don't worry, Mr. Zinthrop. We won't let anything happen to Miss Darlin.
Hello. Hello, Miss Starlin.
What's going on down there?
Stay in your office. I'll be right up. Keep an eye on Zinthrop, honey. I'm going upstairs.
Oh, no. The insect. The insect.
Take it easy, Mr. Zinthrop.
You do not understand. Miss Darling, she's in danger. I must warn.
Look, I'll have to stay here. You go for Jan.
Yeah, we got
When you get
that
up there,
part.
call the police. You can't get outside on this phone.
All right, I'll hurry.
That's not the police. No, no, the police.
She's got to put her game face on.
Mary! Miss Darlin, please! Open the door!
What is this, Mary? Darlin, please. Will you please call the police? What for? Well, look, I don't have time to... Mary!
Just in general.
I'm sorry I had to do that. There's no time for hysteria. Now, what is this?
The enzymes. The enzymes. They've gone crazy.
Sure, Mr. Zinthrop, honey. You just relax and take it easy. Everything will be all right. We'll take care of those whatever
You do
you
not
call them.
understand. You do not understand that girl. You shouldn't have sent her upstairs. She's in danger. You must stop her before it is too late.
Okay, as soon as the cops get here, we'll take her.
Oh, you fool, you fool. Miss Darling will kill her and tear her body to shreds.
Miss Starlin, kill Mary?
Miss Darling is not a human being any longer. The enzymes
okay.
have changed her. She will destroy the girl as a female wasp would destroy her enemies and then devour the remains.
Then Bill found Mr. Zintrop's notebook in Cooper's desk.
She's gonna destroy her enemy by saying something
There's no
really
mistake.
snarky any minute
We've
now.
got to call the police now.
Now, Mary, you're just getting a little excited. Now, who could possibly want to hurt Mr. Coop?
I don't know. But it's not only Mr. Cooper. What about...
Sorry, what were you saying?
correct. Mary.
For this, he'll get out of bed.
Wait, I go with you.
I can't wait. I'm going to take the stairs.
Oh, look. Laboratory. She's going to laboratory.
Get up the stairs fast.
Whoa! I think this movie falls under the genre of Office Hell. Is that a giant cup? Traditionally, I think the buzzing is caused by the wings. With the carbolic acid. Ooh! Died of a concussion from a bottle of deadly acid. World's first wasp killed by a fall.
Mary.
Bees! Film group. We make film. All right. We did it. We made it through the Wasp Woman. Lord almighty. Ugh. Well, so what did we learn? What are the takeaways? I guess everything's too good to be true. Don't mix your pharmaceuticals with your cosmetologicals. Don't get fly on your own supply. Oh, that's a good one. Zodmo Biffy said, and all she wanted was to be beautiful. It's true. That's right. She just wanted that, trying to think of names of bee anatomy, and it's coming up dry. That movie really sucked my brain out. It killed me and ate me. I kind of want to make it a double feature night because that was a short one, I think. So why don't I'm going to turn on some ads.